Welcome to week 4 of Intrepid Travel's AM Intrepid weekly highlight show with your host, myself, Mike Corey of Kick the Grind TV. Now my job is to highlight the best and most creative entries so far in the competition. And this week the entry counter is reading 743, the calendar is reading the end of May, and my face is reading... that was supposed to be excitement. It probably looked more like The Shining. But with that out of the way, let us swan dive into this week's picks. Submission number 1 is a written entry by Sarah Lynn which explains a moment in her life where everything changed.
God, thank you. I'm not sure how I got here, or if I deserve this kind of happy, but if this is a dream, I don't want to wake up. It was March 2011. I knelt under the apse's azure and gold mosaic and prayed. I was grateful that I had the strength to push past my fears and discover what was already an unforgettable life experience. That March, I became intrepid. Not because I suddenly shed all my fears. Who could? I became intrepid when I learned to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Now, I'm sure most of us that during our travels at some point have had those moments where, as she puts later on, life radiated effortlessly. I think that's how you get bitten by the bug. In this entry, Sarah Lynn proves that she is fearless, curious, spontaneous, and also very intrepid. So, I wish her the best of luck. Highlight number 2 is by an entrant named Arthur called How Art Became a World Traveler. It's a very creative comic strip, and instead of making you practice your speed reading, I want to practice mine. So, here we go.
The mid-1990s, Art was born and raised a proud American. 2000, thinking big, Art backpacked through Europe for 2 months where he stumbled upon many revelations. 2008, Art's first time traveling with Intrepid was to India for 3 weeks. Art was a lone American among 9 Australians and 2 Norwegians. 2011, his second tour with Intrepid was 3 weeks in Central America. This diverse group included Aussies, Kiwis, Brits, Scots, Irish, Dutch, Danes, Poles, and Norwegians, with Art once again being the lone American. This time, he knew how to introduce himself. He's come a long way, hasn't he? The checklist of places to visit keeps growing. Itching to learn more about the world and himself, Art is intrepid.
That was great. Exactly the kind of entries we're looking for. Travel equals personal growth, and you broadcasted that perfectly. Thirdly is a video from a wacky Lithuanian duo who explained in a very lighthearted and humorous way the obstacles they've had to overcome to travel the world. Okay, tip time, and it has to do with their entry. The tip, just be yourself, might not always be the most helpful one, I know, but there is some substance to that. Goofing off and showing us your fun side is really important. You know, have some fun with it. Show us that little slice of you that sometimes stays hidden away. Okay? Today's news is that submissions close on June 6th, AEDST at midnight, that's Australian time, but if you're in North America, that's about mid-morning on the 5th. If you're in Europe, that is afternoon on the 5th. So that only gives us about a week left to submit to the competition. So if you're sitting on your entry and you're like, oh, it's half done, I don't know if I should put it in, do it. Why not? Only good things can come from entering these competitions. How do you think I got started doing what I'm doing now? By entering these things. So, below me we have our previous episodes, and in 1 week from now I will catch you for our last episode. Pretty crazy stuff. So, enjoy, and I'll see you next week.